Postponing second Covishield immunization shot by up to 45 weeks improves immune reaction, Oxford study. A preprint of the examination by analysts of Oxford University noticed that a second portion of the Covishield immunization will likewise prompt a considerable expansion in invulnerable reaction, a more extended deferral of up to 45 weeks before the second portion of the Oxford AstraZeneca antibody, fabricated as Covishield in India, prompts improved safe reaction. An investigation by Oxford University analysts has found, the scientists, in the preprint of the investigation, additionally reasoned that a third portion of the antibody will prompt a generous expansion in invulnerable reaction. This investigation is huge as numerous nations, including India, have decided to defer the second portion considering deficiencies in the stockpile of the Covishield antibody. This prompted vulnerability over how viable the immunization will be in giving insurance against the infection. Antibody deficiencies have brought about certain individuals getting a first portion of ChAdOx1nCoV-19 without getting the second portion inside the suggested 4 multi-week time span, the analysts said about the ramifications of the investigation. We report that expanding the span the extent that 45 weeks brings about an expanded neutralizer titer after the subsequent portion, offering more prominent adaptability in immunization plans. Let us now know how the examination was led. The scientists examined the impacts of the deferred second portion through phase half, COV001, and phase 2/3, COV002, of the continuous clinical preliminaries of the Oxford AstraZeneca immunization. In the preliminaries, the members, who were in the long-term age bunch, were directed either the Oxford AstraZeneca, ChAdOx1nCoV-19, immunization or a meningococcal antibody as a control. Information of the underlying stage 1 gathering in COV001 was likewise dissected to notice the ingenuity of insusceptible reactions after a solitary portion. Reactogenicity information of 321 members and immunogenicity information of 261 members, which were accessible from the 2 preliminaries, were utilized in the investigation. The members had been given the second portion at holds of 8 to 12 weeks, 15 to 25 weeks or 44 to 45 weeks. Then, at that point in March this year, the specialists added a sub-study to the phase half preliminaries and 90 members who had been directed 2 dosages and 40 control members were enrolled to test the impacts of a third portion. To read full story, do visit our website www.hindustanheadlines.com. Link has been provided in the description box.